Good morning, Immaculate Conception Catholic School family. Welcome to an incredible Tuesday. Just want to give you guys a quick update on the accreditation process. This last year and a half has been dive into the surveys that we sent out last year, as well as the internal data that we have. There were some rubrics that we had to do individually and then collectively come and then come to an agreement at where we stood as a school, and all of those happened during after school meetings, and we looked at what the parents said on the surveys, as well as what the teacher said in the survey, and then use the day-to-day data that we have as well to review and to look at ways that that the accreditation agency says. And there's four domains that we look at in terms of creating an environment for things to happen academically and spiritually, as well as the sustainability and vitality of a school. Which again, right now, I mean, I think it was like 35 last year alone that schools that close in the Phoenix area. So it's definitely something that we want to make sure that we look for ways to make sure the school has a long lifeline. As you know, we came from a small school, even though it's 10 years since that transition, almost 10 years. Um, what we have found through this process is that a lot of what kept and keeps this school going is dependent on the personnel. And there's always that threat that when this person leaves, they take the system with them because they were the system. So that is something that we found very clear. As you know, for the last 2 years, there's been a lot of changes both in the parish office as well as in the school. Turnaround is always a concern. So as we navigate these, variables that you can't really, we need to make sure that we create systems that will allow this school to be able to, exist and be able to provide for the next generation. And with that, we took a long look at what are some of the areas that we needed some support, as well as what are some commitments that we can do academically to improve upon the curriculum, as well as the discussions on data. So attached, you will find the four goals that concluded based on the rubrics, the data, and all the analysis the teachers and the leadership team did. And then, based on the recommendations of the WCEA accreditation agency, these are the domains that they provide, and these are the criteria that we, score ourselves on. And based on the lower scoring, then we look for ways that we can improve upon that, taking into account that these four domains need to be solid if we are to improve, if we are going to be moving forward. So take a look. We also included the rationale as to why we concluded and why we arrived at that goal being a priority, and what are some outcomes that we expect to see if we successfully complete these goals here in the near future. So again, I hope that it makes sense, but there'll be opportunities for you to help us out as we move forward. We're going to be looking at creating a school board, and again, utilizing that, because that's kind of gone away. The input has been minimal. We're looking for ways to get the parents involved again, and creating that partnership, so that it's not dependent on one person. It's not dependent on just one group. We want to make sure that as a community we keep the fidelity of the school in place. And even though it's hard, even though there's difficult decisions as well as difficult tasks to be done, who better than we to move this school forward? So take a look. And again, the visit is March 25th, 26th, and 27th, I believe. I'm looking at, yep, 25th, 26th, 27th. The accreditation committee will be here for those 3 days. On Friday, the 27th, they'll have a meeting in which they will want to talk and share with the parents. I'll keep you posted. Please consider being there at those meetings to share about both your concerns as well as what you like about this community. Again, this is about improving our school, not about judging our school. And again, it is a goal of mine to make sure that when I walk away, that it'll be an easy transition, and the school won't miss a beat, because it's dependent on a person. It's dependent on a small group. We want to make sure that it's supported by all of us. And that way, when things do get hard, like this year was a tough year. We had changes in mid-year academically, and teachers, and it's part of the battle. It's things that come and go. And as a school, we did great. We faced up to the challenges. The parents were great in being patient. Parents, again, you provide input when you share your concerns, and that way we can address them and look for ways that we can improve. And again, it's that partnership that allows us to get better and better. So I thank you, and again, look forward to continuing this journey and along with you, and hopefully we'll find ways to better include all of you in making sure that the vitality of the school is intact. So take a look, read. If you have any questions, the one last thing that we need to do before we submit everything is simply look at, okay, so now that we have the goals, the rationale, and some of the outcomes we expect to see, let's create a couple objectives that allow us to meet those goals within the next, I think it's the next 3 to 5 years that we work on these. So, all right, have an incredible rest of your day.